Welcome, yogis, to our Wednesday Restorative Flow practice together. We'll begin our practice by sitting up, gently pressing the sitting bones into the ground. Lengthen your spine. Head towards the sky. Visualize your physical body expanding as you take a breath in and begin to relax as you take a breath out. Welcome, Catherine. Our theme for today's practice is self-care and practicing putting ourselves first, allowing the love that we have for others to be the same love that we have for ourselves. Slow breath in. Open your mouth, release the breath out, with it any sounds that want to be released. And if your eyes are still open, you may want to close them for a moment. With your eyes open, they can also remain open. As a reminder, this is a practice for you. There is nothing you have to do. Your priority for the next 60 minutes or so is your breath. Practicing presence through the breath. Welcome the breath in as it brings nourishment for your cells. Release the breath on the way out. Any tension with it. And now gently begin to move in any way that feels good. So perhaps you want to make circular motions, but perhaps today you want to make squares or triangles. Circles are our most natural way of moving. Everything in nature is circular, cyclical. Following your body's asks. If we listen, if we pay attention, the body tells us where we need to go. Flowing smoothly in and out through your nose. Come back to center, align your spine, extend your arms in front, moving slowly. Lift your arms up, reaching your fingertips towards the sky. Reach them up, up, up. Feel your muscles supporting your rib cage, opening, expanding. You can reach one hand at a time if you like. More breath in here. And bring your hands to your heart space. I have a little spider in my hand. She's been running all over me. I can feel her make her web on me. As you bring your hands together at your heart center, see if you can tune into your heartbeat. behind your thumbs, behind your sternum, rests your heart. Feel it as it beats gently and continuously distribute blood to the rest of your body. If you'd like to make a prayer for your practice or set an intention, your sankalpa, now is the time. Breathe in. Open your mouth, forceful exhale. Reach your arms up. Enjoy your practice, everyone. Deep breath in. Look to the space in between your hands. Imagine you can see a blue sky above you. And now release your hands onto the sides of your body. We're going to bring the soles of the feet to the ground and place the hands behind us. And we'll take some very small cat-cows. So spread your fingers, your toes wide, your fingers wide. Connect the four corners of the feet onto the ground, the four corners of the hands. And now as you breathe in, gently arch your back, look up, open the front body. And as you breathe out, begin to round only as far as feels okay here. You can let the shoulders shrug a little bit. Drop your head, let your belly button draw towards your spine, and find your own rhythm here. Opening on the inhale, and closing on the exhale at your own rhythm. Next time you find yourself with a rounded spine, keep your spine rounded and take a deep breath in. Send your breath to the back of your ribs, to the back of the lungs. Out, release the effort, stay rounded, and slowly come up to a butterfly pose. So the soles of your feet are together. Your knees come apart in your spine first as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, begin to fold forward, relaxing your neck and letting your head hang loose. You don't need to pull on your feet here. Try to relax your shoulders and trust that you're going as far as you need to go into the pose. Check in on your breath. Remember, it is your priority in this. Anything you've done today or anything pending does not need your attention right now. The reason I say this is because I have been known to go to a yoga class and create imaginary to-do lists, tick some things off, add things, and come out from my yoga practice not so much relaxed, but with a sense of achievement. So anything I say in class is often because it has helped me to remember this moment is for you. Nothing needs your attention other than there is nothing you need to resolve. You are exactly where you need to be. Take a deep breath in. Allow the breath to come all the way down into your lungs. Release the breath out. And very slowly come up. Lengthening your spine once again. Reach the crown of your head towards the sky. You might feel like you've gained an inch or so. Much, but we're creating space in the body through stretching. Let's move into a each person can do this as they wish. We can either cross over the legs or move the legs to one side. And then we'll bring the knees apart, join the big toes, and place the forehead on the ground. Balasana. Feel your fingertips softly resting on the ground. Your forearms, your elbows. And visualize that any weight that you feel that you carry on your shoulders, any tension, slowly travels from your shoulders to your arms, into your hands, and all the way into your fingers. And that you redirect any of this weight you've been carrying into the ground. We sometimes underestimate the power of visualization. But our minds are very powerful. So if we can visualize that we're letting go of something that weighs us energetically, we can help dissolve whatever that is, no matter how small or how big. Take a deep breath in and a strong breath out. Swiftly coming up to a tabletop position. Let's make sure the shoulders are aligning with the wrists and the hips are aligning with the knees. You may need to take micro movements to check the alignment. And then I know you're looking at me right now, but once we start, I'll ask you to look down so that your cervical spine is long. So not hanging and not up, just in alignment with your spine, okay? But for now, you can look forward if you need to. Straighten your right leg, extend it behind you. Option to keep the toes on the ground or to lift the toes off the ground. Once you've lifted your leg, keep looking down. Imagine one line running from your right heel to the crown of your head. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your knee towards your nose, round your spine. Extend it back, breathe in. Lengthen the spine. Hug it in, breathe out. Extend, breathe in. Exhale, hug in, hold the knee here. And bring the right foot forward in between your hands. Good. So the right foot is in between the hands. If you feel any pain in your back knee, you could always double up your mat. That's a good way to protect the knee. If you're fine here, then stay as you are. Keep your left hand down, roll onto the blade of the right foot, and gently begin to push the right knee away from you. So we're taking a very small twist here. Remember, it shouldn't feel painful. It might feel like a stretch in the QL, the muscle that attaches here. Breathing in And breathe out, bring the sole of your right foot back to the ground. Place your right hand down, breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out. Separate your knees, join your big toes, and rest your forehead on the ground. Notice any subtle changes in sensations between the right and the left side. I like pausing between sides so we can tune into these very subtle differences. Remembering yoga means union. The union of the body, the mind, and the soul. Take a deep breath in. Release a sigh if that feels natural. Don't force it. Tabletop position. Extend your left leg back. Make sure your toes are pointing towards the ground. Option to keep the toe on the ground or to lift the foot away from the ground. Keep the toes pointing down. Visualize one line going from your heel to the crown of your head. Breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Tug in. Extend as you breathe in. Reach with your crown and with your heel. Hug in, breathe out. Extend, breathe in. Breathe out, hug in. Hold it there. And lightly step your left foot in between your hands. Keep your right hand down. Make sure the back knee is okay. And then begin to roll onto the blade of the left foot using your left hand to push away. So we want to do this. When I say push, maybe I should say lean gently. Don't do it too intensely. Hey, buddy. It's a dog that sounds like a pig. Take a deep breath in. And come back to center into a child's pose. Okay, I'm sure people love him. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And release any tension in your hips, in your glutes, around your anus, your pelvic floor. Letting go of any effort to be in this moment. You don't need to hold anything together. Simply follow your breath in and out of your body. Connect with the simplicity of this moment. Practicing with your mother, practicing with your daughter, practicing with your best friend. Miles apart, but together nonetheless, energetically. Breathe in together wherever we are, welcoming in the fresh prana, releasing it out. Tabletop into downward facing dog. Take any movements that feel down dog. Maybe you bend one knee at a time. Maybe you bend both knees at the same time. You can lift your heels, drop them back down. Relax your neck, everyone. Your gaze is in between your feet. Nice, Melissa. Breathe in. feet to meet your hands at the front of your mat, taking your feet as wide as the mat, and then letting your upper body rest forward. If this feels like too much for anyone, you can rest your elbows on your thighs. Making sure that we're supporting ourselves to make each pose helpful, beneficial, rather. And we'll slowly roll up to standing, one vertebra at a time. We'll roll our shoulders up and drop them down. Let's do the Brit swingers. I don't know their real name. I used them with my client the other day, and he was like, I'm sure people who do this live till they're 150. And I think he's quite right. So let's swing until we're 150. Come back to center. And we'll begin to shake, 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 shake. Remember, your shaking can be tiny, almost invisible, or it can be really big if you feel like you have a lot to shake out. So pick how you want to shake today, but leave no part of your body unshaken. Carolyn does this, I remember. Side to side, do the twist. How can you shake your glutes? And we'll make our way back into stillness. Coming into mountain pose, check that your feet are parallel. Spread your toes wide. And now bring the palms of your hands to face forward. Open your chest. Reach the crown of your head towards the sky. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep the right foot facing forward and bring your left foot behind on your mat. So you can't see my feet, so you can see my head. But I have about 1 meter between my feet. And we'll reach the hands forwards and backwards. So we're in a warrior 2. Let's take a look at the right knee. If the right knee is collapsing inward, we're going to engage the inner right thigh to make sure the right knee stays aligned with the right ankle. Now we'll come into a little flow from reverse warrior to extended side angle. Flip the right palm. Place the left hand over the left leg. Breathe in reverse warrior. Breathe out. Right elbow to right thigh, extended side angle, left hand reaches up and over, expanding through the left side. Spread the fingers wide on both hands. Let's take 4 more of those. Reverse warrior, left hand, left thigh, breathe in, open the right rib cage. Exhale, extended side angle lunge, right elbow, right knee. 3 more at your own pace, following your breath. Remember, there's no rush. Once you've done 5, we come back to warrior 2. Look straight ahead of you over the right hand. Straighten the right leg. Keep a very small bend in the right knee. And we'll come into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach your right fingertips as far as they'll go. And bring your right hand to rest on your right leg. Reach the left hand up to the sky. So this time, the right leg is almost straight. Very, very small bend in the right knee. For some of you, the floor is so close that you may want to brush your fingertips against the floor. Going deeper into the pose does not make you a better yogi. So staying within your own limitations, breathing deeply for 3 breaths in this pose. Breathe in. And breathe out, bend your right knee, frame your right foot with your hands, and step your left foot forward, come into a ragdoll. Breathe in. Out. Slowly rise up. Let's roll your shoulders up, breathe in. And drop your shoulders down and back. Breathe out. This time the left foot is going to stay forward and the right foot is going to step back. So the left foot is forward, the right foot steps back. Bend the right knee. Reach the arms to the sides. Virabhadrasana, warrior 2. Check that the left knee is in alignment, Catherine. So your left knee is aligned with your left ankle. Engage the inner right thigh there. In, it stays aligned. Flip your left hand and we'll do 5 of our flow. Reverse warrior, breathe in, Surya Virabhadrasana, or sun warrior. Extended side angle, breathe out. Left elbow to left inner thigh, reach the right hand up and over. 4 more, your breath, your rhythm. When you've done 5, coming back to a warrior 2. Extend your left leg, keep a very small bend in your left knee. Reach your left fingertips forward. Take your left hand to rest on your left leg. Reach your right arm up, Trikonasana. So this is slightly different. The left leg is almost straight. If you feel any tension in your shoulders, then that right hand does not need to reach so high. It could be reaching back slightly. Here. Bend your left leg, frame your left foot with your hands. Step your right foot forward. Ragdoll. Take your feet wider than your hips, point your toes out, and slowly roll up. And bring your hands onto your thighs. You could have the thumbs pointing in or pointing out. See what feels best for you. Melissa, have more space in between your feet. Pam, potentially more, but I'm seeing you sideways, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so nice space so that you can move like this. Yeah. Now we're going to dip one shoulder in and switch. Do this with your breath, breathing in as you come through center, breathing out as you take it to the side. Breathing in center, breathing out to the side. And go to the end of each breath. Come back to center. And we'll make our way into a yogi squat. Sinking down to the ground. If yogi squat is too much for anyone, you can sit down. Sitting down is a great alternative. Otherwise, malasana, yogi squat. Lengthen your spine, breathe in. Breathe out, see if you can lift your toes, drop your tailbone towards the ground. And we'll meet on our glutes, using our hands. Come down. Let's hug our knees into our chest. Breathe in, long spine. Breathe out, round. Follow your breath. Lift your chin back up. Extend your right leg. And now bring the left foot on the outside of the right leg. Perfect. Place the right hand behind you. The left hand behind you. So it's the left hand behind you, sorry. Yeah. And we'll bring the right elbow outside of the left leg. Use your breath to twist, and remember the neck is the last part to twist. So first we twist through the abdomen, the thoracic spine, the chest, the neck. Eventually perhaps looking almost behind you, but there's no rush. Breathe in. And come back to center. Breathe out. We can lift that foot and bring it further out to the side. So we're on the blade of the left foot. The blade of the left foot is on the ground. And we'll lengthen our spine as we breathe in. And begin to fold forward with a breath out for half shoelace. For some of you, you'll be able to rest your forehead on your knee. That's not possible for me. Or you may want to place your arms over your knee and rest your forehead over your arm. As we breathe in, we lengthen slightly. As we breathe out, we come back down just for a few more breaths here. One more cycle of breath. Slowly come up. And now you can place your right hand behind you. That same area for an opposite twist, bringing your chest closer to the ground. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out. Slightly intense twist. Don't feel like you need to go too far to feel it. And now come back to center. Take the left leg away. Let's shake the legs out. The shoulders can also shake. And now we'll keep the right knee in. Lengthen the spine. And now bring the right leg outside of the left leg. So the right foot. This time, the right hand comes behind. The left arm, the left elbow connects with the outside of the right leg. Yeah, that's right. And then we begin to twist. So starting again, abdomen, thoracic spine, shoulders, and last is the neck. Follow your breath. Come back to center. Bring the right foot further out onto the left, coming onto the edge of the right foot, the blade. Breathe in to lengthen your spine. And as you breathe out, fold forward, either resting the head in the air or using the arms to rest the forehead down. One more cycle of breath. Deep breath in. Stay in the pose until your exhale. And then as slowly as you can, make your way back out. This time place the left hand behind or almost behind. The right hand begins to reach towards the left hand and we take the twist in the opposite direction. Come back to center. Extend both legs in front of you. Take any movement that you need. Reach your arms up. Breathe in. And reach towards your big toes. If you can't do this with legs straight, then you can bend your knees and grab hold of your big toes. Once you've got your big toes, you can begin to slide your heels away from your glutes. And then begin to relax the neck, relax the head. You would like to hold the outside edges of your feet. If that's available to you, you can move your hands to the outside of the feet. And if you want to slide your hands down to your heels, to do that, holding on to the outside edges of the heels. There can be a slight bend in the knees. 2 more breaths. Now very slowly make your way back up. Dandasana. Pausing here with a long spine. Breathe in. And breathe out. Begin to lean back. Allow your feet to lift if you want to engage your core. Otherwise, you can come all the way down already. But if you want to come into a low boat, you can. The knees can be bent, of course. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come all the way down onto the ground in Shavasana. Feel the connection between your body and the ground. Feel your breath enter and exit your body. Bring your right knee into your chest. And extend your right leg to the sky. Hold the back of the right leg. Feel good with your ankle. Wiggle your toes. Breathe in. And begin to lift your shoulders away from the ground to draw your forehead towards your knees. Bring your shoulders back onto the ground. Back into your chest. And drop your right knee over to the left. Extend your right arm to the right. If you would like to make this a more intense stretch, you could hold onto the outside of the right foot with your left hand. This is optional, of course. If you want a really gentle option, you can be in a fetal position. Breathe in deeply. And breathe out slowly. If you chose to hold onto your foot, you can release it now. And we'll slowly make our way back to center, hugging both knees into the chest. Hold onto your left foot. Hold your left knee in and extend the left leg up to the sky. Breathe in. Good. With the left ankle, the left foot. And if you would like to, you can lift your forehead towards the knee, bring a little tension and a little effort to bring the forehead to the knee. And then softly place your shoulders back onto the ground. Hug your left knee back into your chest and take it across to the opposite side. Again, you have the option of holding the outside edge of the left foot with the right hand if that feels right. Remembering as we approach the end of our practice that this is our self-care. Everything we do on our mat is for our highest benefit, for our well-being, every breath, every stretch, and every thought. Very slowly come back to center. Hug both knees in. Take any final movements. Perhaps your body asks for a happy baby or an inversion. Or perhaps it asks for a shavasana already. And when you're ready, to lie on your back, extending your legs. Grab any pillows or things to make yourself extra comfortable. Taking your time to create your cocoon for your deep relaxation to close the practice. Make your way into stillness. Shavasana. Amor, 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 amor. El mensaje es el amor. Ama a tu hermana como eso es amor. Deep belly breath in. Slow breath out. Let every muscle in your body be completely relaxed without effort. Relax your face, your jaw. Let go of any thoughts in this very moment. To be fully in this moment. And very slowly begin to move your extremities. Making movements so small that they're almost invisible to the naked eye. Maybe you stretch your face as well. You can stick your tongue out. And when you feel ready, you can begin to make bigger movements. Roll onto one side, moving slowly. And push yourself up to a seated position. Bring your hands together at your heart space. Remember your prayer for this practice. Hold our practice by chanting Om, primordial sound. Breathe in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Love and light, freedom and joy to all the beings that live on this planet. May we contribute in thought and action to the happiness and freedom of all the other beings on this earth. Namaste. Thank you all for your practice. Always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you, Melissa. What were the words in your song to us?